a huge congratulations to the class of 2020.
Congrats, class of 2020.
Woo-hoo! Congratulations, 2020 graduates! What a year 2020 has been. And for our graduating seniors, my hat is off to you because you have really had to navigate through some very unusual days. Nobody's graduation is going to look quite like yours, and years from now you'll be able to tell an amazing tale. So what we want to do now is we just want to pause for a moment and just sit down with our seniors and hear from them what God has done in their life, their future plans, and just to see a little bit of their personalities as we close this chapter of their life and give them a blessing and just send them forward for what God has for them in the future. So I hope you enjoy. Well, I'm excited that we get a chance to spend some time with Katie. Katie is graduating from Pine City.
Yes.
And Katie's an amazing lady. I have grown to love her over the time that we've been together. And so I want you to get a little bit of a flavor as to who Katie is. So I'm going to ask her really quick a couple questions that she's going to field for us, and you can see why she is just so lovable. So the first question I'm going to say is, what are your plans for the future?
So for the next 2 years, I'm going to stay in town and I'm going to get my Associates of Arts degree at Pine Tech. And then after that, I'm hoping to transfer to the University of Minnesota Morris, where I'm going to get my theater arts degree and hopefully pursue a career of theater, live theater. So maybe someday Broadway.
Right?
Yeah, hope. One can hope.
Right? Well, if you haven't seen, Katie has been in lots of dramas at school. She does a great job. She does a fantastic job, and it's just been really, every time I see her, she gets better and better and better and better, and so that's exciting. So here's my next question for you. What would you say, if you could sum it up, what would you say God has taught you over the last few years of school? What would be that one thing?
So I mean, I've learned a lot, but when I think of like mainly my senior year, I guess it's don't be afraid to be yourself. And even if you like are with a group of people who don't quite accept you or something, just stick it out and don't change yourself to make other people happy. Just be yourself, because you will find people who are going to accept you and love you for who you are. So I guess, like, don't be afraid to be yourself and be unapologetically you, I guess. So.
Be who God has designed you to be, right? Excellent. That's very good. Excellent. All right. I like that. All right. So we're going to end with a would you rather question. Are you ready? Yeah. This is tough.
Tough thinking. Yeah.
Would you rather be the prom queen or a valedictorian?
Valedictorian means you're really, really smart and you got all A's and you're probably going to get to go to a good college. So I guess valedictorian, because college would probably be easy then.
Right?
Yeah.
Excellent. Wow, that just shows your depth, that you would choose to be wise instead of popular. It actually fits with your second question, that you don't need to be popular, you just need to do the right thing. I like that. Well, Katie, we're so excited for you. We're going to so miss you. I'm glad to hear that you're going to be in town, because then we can tap into your talent. Oh, yeah. So congratulations. All right, well, it's exciting to be here with Connor. Congratulations, Connor. I'm super excited for you. It's been fun to watch you over the years and just to see you just become the man that you are. You are like the package deal. You know, you're handsome and you're athletic and you're smart. You got the whole thing going on. And so it's been exciting just to see that. And so we just want to get to know you just a little bit and have you share a little bit of your future plans. So share with us what your plans are.
Well, come next fall, I will be attending North Central University in downtown Minneapolis, and I will be majoring in sports management and hopefully minoring in accounting and finance. And I will also be playing basketball for the Rams, so I'm really excited about that.
Oh, that's super
Yep.
cool. That's super cool. Well, I'm going to have to come catch one of your games. That sounds like a blast. Well, you are you really rock out on that basketball court. You are good. It's just really fun to watch you out there. So, well, I'm going to ask you also, what have you learned? What has God taught you during these years, these school years of yours?
Well, I guess the biggest thing God has taught me is that it's His will for my life and not my own. There's been so many cases where things don't go the way I planned or the way I wanted it to, but in the end it either turned out better than I thought, or I learned from the experience, or whatever the case might be. So just being able to rest assured that God has a plan for my life, and that as long as I'm following Him and believing in Him, I have nothing to fear or worry about.
That's really profound. That was really good. Yeah, that's a hard lesson to learn, and for you to understand that at your age is amazing. So yes, He does. It doesn't matter what happens. Sometimes when it doesn't turn out the way you think, it's but really He has it, and it's just fun to see and to be able to look back sometimes and see how He was there all along. He was always working. Well, thank you for sharing that. Yeah. All right, so this is the hardest part. I'm going to ask you a would you rather question, and this is a tricky one. And so, would you rather switch closets with your dad, switch closets with your dad? I know, ooh. Or would you rather have your sister buy your clothes for the rest of your life? Ooh.
I think I'd have to say have my sister buy my clothes, because I think she's pretty stylish, and
You
I think
so?
she'd for sure give me a good wardrobe.
Yeah, right.
I would not want my dad's clothes.
You heard it here. Right? I think she would do a good job for you.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, good. Well, thanks, Connor. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
It'll be exciting to see what happens. Teagan is going to be graduating from Brush City High School. I absolutely so have enjoyed you, Teagan. You're a great lady. It's just super fun to spend time with you. You have that carefree, happy-go-lucky personality, and you have so many friends. And you are going to be so deeply missed in our youth group. So I'm just going to start out by asking a couple questions, because I want you to get to know Teagan. Teagan, tell us, what is your future plans or the upcoming plans that you have for your life?
I will spend the next 2 years at Pine Tech getting an associate's in business.
Excellent. I love that. When I hear that people are going to Pine Tech, I love to hear that they're still going to be in town. You might get a phone call from me. I might need some help. So the other thing I'm going to ask you is this. During the years that you have been in school, what would you say is that maybe one takeaway that God has taught you during that time?
That no matter what is going on in school, God has a plan and it will work out.
Nice. I love that big picture idea that no matter what happens, He's at work. That's super cool. That's super wise. And the last thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you a would you rather question. Are you ready for this?
Yes.
So, would you rather win an Oscar but not be in attendance, or present at the Oscars but not win one? Tricky.
I think win one, because social events are kind of scary.
Right.
And
Absolutely.
you still get the achievement for it. So.
Right. I would agree. I would think that the pressure would be really intense at the Oscars, but the accomplishment of being recognized by other people would be a cool thing that you would have forever. One last moment and one last forever.
Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. All right. Well, we're super excited to be able to celebrate with you. Again, we will miss you, but not terribly, because you're going to stay in town.
Yes.
So congratulations, Teagan. We're excited for you.
Thank you.
I'm just going to ask you if you would tell us your future plans.
Yeah, so one of my future plans is eventually to become
a forensic scientist, and for those who don't know what it is, I want to do stuff with like crime scenes and working in labs and stuff like that. And one of the things that I know I need to do, I need to be able to complete an associate's degree, and I'm going to be doing that at Anoka Ramsey this year. And then somehow getting to my dream college in Iowa, which is pretty far away and it's daunting, but it's where I think God is pulling me. So.
Well, that's super exciting. It is super exciting, and I think it's an interesting field to want to go into, and I think you'd be very good at it. So, all right, the next question is this. What has God taught you during these years in school?
Right. So I know one of the things that he's taught me is to not back down from something. I know one of my biggest regrets was I stopped coming to youth group for a really long time. And I was a mess. I'm not gonna lie, but when I started coming back, it was like my entire world and then flipped upside down. So even if it seems like it's not what you want, I don't want to go to youth group because the people are toxic or stuff like that, you're gonna regret it. I did. So it's just rolling with the punches and stepping out of your comfort zone.
That is really good. That is, because really, just because it isn't a great experience doesn't mean that God isn't at work in it, and that he's not developing your character and teaching you, and that often it really isn't. When you go to youth group, sometimes we think it's about what we're going to get out of it, and sometimes it actually is more about what you're going to give when you go, because you're ministering to other people and you can be an encouragement to someone else. And so I think that's really great. I think that's really profound that you understood that. And actually, what you say is, when you came back, it was like, woo, woo, Emily is in the house. It was so exciting to have you come back. And so we missed you, but it was so good to have you come back again. And so
It felt really good to be back.
yeah. So that is great. That's really profound. So thank you for sharing that. So I'm going to finish with a would you rather question.
Yes.
So would you rather date someone who is gorgeous, but not funny at all? Or somebody who was average looking, but hysterical?
I would have to go with the hysterical person because they need to learn how to take a joke. And if they're already hysterical, they know how to take a joke. They know how to dish jokes.
Right.
But they need to be able to deal with my jokes. So.
Yes, I could see that. I could see you picking someone who is hysterical. So here's a follow-up question. Okay. So say you were on a date with someone, and halfway through, would you rather find out that you had food in your teeth, or would you rather find out you had something in your nose?
I don't know, because I smile a lot when I'm nervous, so probably something in my nose.
Right? Yes, maybe you conceal it a little bit.
Right? That I can at least tip down like they won't be able to see anything, but I smile constantly when I am nervous, so.
Well, actually it's better to smile than to look mean.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, I'm super excited for you, Emily. You have great years ahead, and God has a good plan for your life, and I know that he's going to use you in a big way. So you've just been just a joy, and so congratulations.
Thank you.
Hi, it's Jenny. Some words of advice. During high school, I hated it. Every day I was like, I want to go home. I never appreciated it. But now, as most people, I miss it. I want to go back. And now that's my senior year, I miss it even more. And my last year at youth group also. So my advice is to appreciate it every Wednesday when you come here and you see your friends that you don't really see at school. I had to chill with them. Same with at school when you see your classmates that you don't really like them. But you've been through everything together, and the annoyingness you will miss in the future. So, and then as you come to the turning point in your life, which is graduation, I would take it slow. Like, you don't need to decide. God has taught me that just take things slow. We don't need to decide right away. Like, I don't know what I'm doing with my life, and I'm perfectly fine. So just like, don't stress about it. Take it easy. Love you guys. I miss you. Mwah.
Well, it was fun hearing from our graduating seniors, or at least some of them. It's fun to hear their future plans and how God has been working in their lives, and just to get a little bit of their personality. And I know that God has great plans for them, and I'm super excited. I'm kind of sad because as they move on, they leave that empty void in youth group. And we always deeply miss them as they move on to that next chapter of their lives. But as they move on, one of the things that we do, and it's kind of a tradition, is some of our Overdrive leaders are going to share now with them some words of wisdom that they have and that will help them just to stay following hard after God. So take a look at this.
Something I wish I could have done at your age, and I pray for you, is don't accept the world as you see it. Know that there is a God who loves you and sent his son to die for you. So always put him first. Listen to that still small voice in your head, because that's him. Congratulations, class 2020.
Hey guys, I love you all, and I just want you to know that you guys matter, know your worth, and that just don't listen to what other people say about you and just live your life.
Hi guys, it's so nice to see you. I really miss you. I just want to say congratulations on your graduation. I know this year didn't go as you planned, but big things are going to happen for you guys. I just want to remind you that when you leave the small town of Pine City and go off to college or go do whatever your plans are, to remember to connect to your faith community. Find people that are strong in their faith and that can help guide you. It's a crazy world out there, and you need your friends of faith. I love you, I miss you, and I can't wait to see you soon.
Hey seniors, as you go out into the world, I want you to be yourself. Be true to yourself, be true to God, and don't be afraid to let your light shine. I challenge you guys at any time to freely talk about Jesus, talk about God, and talk about your faith. And I love you, and good luck, and have fun.
Hey class of 2020, I miss you guys like crazy, and I have an itch on my nose, I'm so sorry. But I'm super excited for you guys, you're graduating, that's huge. A little piece of advice I would give you, don't be afraid to make mistakes. God's got you, we're here for you. Life's gonna try to run you over, get back up, it happens. And I'm gonna challenge you, reach out when that stuff does happen, because it happens to all of us, and we think, oh, I'm the only one it's happening to, that's so embarrassing. It's not. It's happened millions of times. It'll continue to happen. Come to us. We're here for you. I love you guys, and I hopefully will see you soon.
Welcome everybody. I miss you all from Overdrive, and I can't wait for us all to get back together and give each other our hugs and handshakes and whatnot. But I'd like to congratulate this year especially for the troopers, the ones that made it through 2020, the graduates. They had their first year was horrible too. They also had to start off with schooling with 911. And now they end their schooling with this COVID virus. So I really think they have been the strongest ones and setting a good example for all of us to be strengthened by going through all the things that they've had to go through, all the challenges. So let's all stay together, let's congratulate them. And I'm very proud of each one of you to make it to 2020. And I can't wait to see you soon. Love you all.